Welcome to Dice with Death, where anyone could die with a roll of the dice. I'm your direct messenger, Ollie Bateman, and joining me again for this week's performative Dungeons & Dragons podcast is Chatty Badger's Jamie Powis.
Aark landed with a skid because his son's in trouble. Let's go, kid.
Jamie, we can't hear you.
Hey, Jamie's been talking this whole time, right? He must have been.
Jamie,
I thought he'd been really quiet.
Oh, muted. There we go.
So that was on the recording. That was on the
record.
recording, but it's not on. Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Maybe we leave that as it is and we just guess when I do the edit what your intro
Sounds
was.
good.
Shall we? Okay, great.
But it's like a really emotional, ode to his son, and we're like, ha, good one.
Good one, you prick. I'm, of course, also joined by We Are Reach's Amy Mallet.
Oh, we are actually going to just skip over Jamie. I thought you were going to go back and make him do it again.
100%. It's on the recording somewhere. I'll see it in editing. So, yeah, you do your thing, Amy. Let's go.
All right. Okay, here we go. Our time on Eid had barely begun. It is Eid, isn't it? I'm now doubting myself.
It is Eid. It is Eid, yeah.
It's been a
Jesus
long time.
Christ. I read that word and I was like, what even is that? Okay. Our time on Eid had barely begun, and it's like, OMG, is that Aark's son? But the biggest plot twist of the whole damn feature is that Titus is only a medium-sized creature.
Oh, that's so good.
I really want that on a t-shirt. If we get big, can we put only a medium-sized creature on a t-shirt or something? I just think that's so funny.
That was the discussion in the last episode where it's like, yeah, I want to use Dimension Door, but I can't pick up Titus. He's just too big.
Massive.
There's no way I could pick him up. And it's like, no, it's magic assisted. And then the realization of Amy just going, you're a medium boy, just has me in stitches.
Everything I knew was challenged in that moment.
We are, of course, also joined by WhatCulture.com's Adam Wilborn.
That's right, it's the tit of Team Tit. It's been bloody ages since we last recorded, but also since I had a good scrap with a twit. Powered by my love of wrestling, Zarlu, and sometimes Blackleberry Mead, so now to fight alongside my friends. And Aark Seed.
Oh! Yes!
Oh, wow.
I wasn't sure what to go for there. I was trying to work out what rhymes with grapefruits at one point, and I just go with seed.
Oh my god, grapefruit.
Went very Vince McMahon. The group. Grapefruits.
Well, we shall see if Aark's Seed is any good at fighting when we jump into this episode.
Birdseed.
Is everybody ready to continue the adventure?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me just hock my throat up there.
That's staying in.
Previously on Dice with Death, the gang settled down for the night, having remembered the friends who had moved on to the great beyond, and awoke to the smell of eggs, bacon, and a plan from Mr. Moto Hirokoshi to learn of the locations of the remaining manipulators and their undead loyalist counterparts. He, along with Quilly, detailed the existence of armoured transit convoys circling the planet of Eid, the red lava planet closest to Valkanen. Quilly, with his journalistic connections to the criminal underworld, had caught wind of a convoy missing an entire cargo carriage from its manifest, rumoured to be connected to the undead loyalist known as Albert Amore, or Fennec Fox. Anecdotal accounts claim that classified documents had been seen aboard the convoy, along with a bird bath-like statue reminiscent of the manipulators the gang had experienced before. Team Arzatit's mission was to travel to the burning bucket on the planet of Eid, buy the information confirming the existence of the convoy and its cargo, and destroy it, in turn destroying the rumoured manipulator on board while securing the classified documents, hopefully leading them to the remaining manipulators and undead loyalists. Aark asked if Aura Scalesguard and her men had made it off the planet of Igo after the attack. Moto said they had, but confirmed they'd suffered some casualties. Aark then asked Quilly to put the word out into the criminal network of Eid to find his son, Zeed, offering a 500 gold piece reward for successful information. Quilly then produced a holocard containing 1,000 gold as payment for the information about the cargo manifest and gave it to Vixen for safekeeping in her loot case. No sooner had Titus inquired about starting their new mission, Moto flipped on the galactic gate and asked Aark to cast a radiant heat spell on it to test the theory. Aark hit it with a guiding bolt, and the gang jumped through the blue arcanic veil, appearing in an ashen and hot molten landscape, and immediately fell from the heights of a volcanic cliff towards a lava river. Aark flew Quilly to safety, while Vixen magically did the same, picking up Titus and travelling through a dimension door, confirming once and for all that Titus was actually only a medium-sized creature. At the bottom of the volcano, the gang realised that they'd arrived on the planet of Eed. Aark scouted ahead and found junker motorbikes they could use to ride on into the city of Pyro and head towards the Burning Bucket Tavern to meet their criminal contact. With Aark sat sidecar and Vixen at the wheel and Titus riding with Quilly on his shoulders, the gang parked the bikes down the road from the tavern and left Quilly with the bikes under tarpaulin to keep watch. They all entered the tavern, disguised as criminals and blue-collar workers, and set about perceiving their criminal contact amongst the busy tavern. Catching the eye of a hogfolk and bounty hunter, they sat down in the booth to chat business, hoping to secure the manifest of the armoured convoy. In a strained back and forth between the gang and the bounty hunter, Aark cast Zone of Truth, prompting the bounty hunter to rise from the table with a gun in hand, and fellow bounty hunters with rifles pointed at Team Arzatit. No sooner had the bounty hunter risen from his seat, his head was cut clean off by a samurai sword, splattering his remains across the room, leading the other bounty hunters to shoot their rifles into the air before they were split in half where they stood. The attacker, realising more criminals were coming, darted for the window, leaving a homely, distinct and recognisable scent up the beak of Aark, who dashed after them, with Titus and Vixen in tow as a single feather floated down onto the windowsill. Rounding the corner, the gang saw the attacker in the process of being hogtied by bounty hunters, and as Aark jumped into action, casting spirit guardians on the alleyway foes, the residual force of air from his entrance blew back the hood of the attacker, who stared Aark straight in the face and said, "Dad?" And that's where we are now.
Let's go, kid.
Let's go, kid.
Yes, what a line.
What a line.
You see these hogfolk and bounty hunters tying or trying to tie this young Aarakocran up, and Aark, you've just burst into the scene. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Oh,
Yes.
let's get on it.
Aark, what did you get?
As if he's already laughing.
22, let's go.
Woo! Inspired by the sight of your seed. I also realised seed. Come on now.
So close. So good and so close. Titus, what did you get?
A whopping 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Vixen, what did you get?
18.
We are thrust into the thick of this alleyway fight. And to go first, with a nat 20, by the way, is Zeed.
That's my boy.
Nice.
That's my boy.
Like father, like son.
Zeed, having just seen the face of his father, who he has not seen in 5 human years, is completely stunned. Like in Aarakocran years, this is so much more time that has passed between them. This is like a whole lifetime. Like imagine growing up as a young child from maybe the ages of like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, maybe even 7, and then not seeing your father until you are 21 years old. That huge gap of time has passed. You see the shocked Aarakocran, this young adolescent Aarakocran staring in the face of his father. And he looks towards all of the hogfolk and bounty hunters, has heard Aark say, "Let's go, kid," and realizes that, like, shit has to be done here. He is going to use a bonus action to hide. Okay, perfect. None of the hogfolk and bounty hunters see where he is, so they try to hogtie him, but in Aark jumping into this attack has like distracted them and loosened the ropes. You see Titus and Vixen, you're like slightly further back from this fight at the moment. You're not directly in it yet. So Aark's right up in the middle. You guys are maybe 30 feet back, but you just see this silhouetted, cloaked, Aarakocran, who's the same height as Aark, just disappear into the shadows of the alleyway. And then you see the same Aarakocran. You see the samurai sword glint in the light of like the alleyway. And he goes to slice and attack two of these bounty hunters who have tried to grab him. Okay, he definitely hits with a 27 and a 26.
Christ, this kid is OP. Can we switch Aark out? Let's get a newer model.
Trade up for the younger
model.
You see this young, swift Aarakocran, who is not in flight, by the way, who is just on the ground, using the ground to his advantage, completely and utterly cut down and kill one of the bounty hunters immediately. Just samurai sword through the gut, and you see this Hogfolk and bounty like cough and splutter and just falls to the floor dead, completely dead. That's the end of his go. Aark, it's your turn.
Cool. At the end of last episode, I fired up the Spirit Guardians.
Yes, you did.
So, you call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you a distance of 15 feet for the duration. When you cast this spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. So that's up. But it's not going to trigger yet because I've moved into everyone's space, so it doesn't trigger until it starts their turn. So of these kind of like 4 bounty hunters, who do they look pretty tough? Is there like a leader?
So Zeed has definitely just slain one of the more weedy guys. He was rocking a short sword and a pistol. But you see the 4 Hogfolk and bounty hunters that are left. You see another weedy one. You see a huge one who's almost the same size as Titus, and then you see 2 medium boys. So you see a huge Hogfolk and bounty hunter who snorts and grunts while wielding this great axe like over his shoulders, like up in the air, ready to swing it down.
Cool. I am gonna look at the big old beefy boy and just go, I can't let my son show me up. So I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on the big boy at 3rd level.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Does a 21 hit?
It definitely hits.
So it takes 26. Oh dear, this poor boy. 35 necrotic damage.
35 necrotic damage. Aark, tell me, like, you've definitely really, really hurt this guy, but what does this look like in this moment as this necrotic energy comes out of you?
So I'm gonna just turn. So is Zeed disappeared? Is he there now, or is he like hidden?
No, so Zeed is there. So Zeed is seeing, like, Zeed would see all of this anyway, but he is out in the open next to you, like 5 feet away.
Oh, nice move, kid. And I'm just gonna get this like kind of necrotic energy kind of wrap around my talons, and I'm just gonna just kind of go for a really low, sweeping kind of slash upwards at this big beefy guy. Probably kind of slash up his stomach.
You see that Zeed reacts and just goes, "Oh, cool," as he sees his dad just waft this like necrotic energy up this big, beefy, axe-wielding Hogfolk and bounty hunter who snorts, who stutters, as he takes all this energy up his stomach. Vixen, you are 30 feet away. You can see all the chaos that is ensuing. And I'd also like to remind all of you that you still have those headsets in your heads, so you can absolutely talk to each other if you need to. Vixen, what are you doing?
Okay, so which Hogfolk and bounty hunter is closest to me? I know there's 4 of them. Beefy boy's the one that Aark's just attacked. And I'm slightly further back anyway, so I could potentially do an Eldritch Blast. But I want to make sure that I can hit one that's within range without hitting Aark or Zeed.
The big, beefy, axe-wielding Hogfolk and bounty hunter is definitely the closest to you and Titus. Mm-hmm. And then you've got these 2 other medium-sized Hogfolk and guys kind of behind Zeed and Aark right now.
So I'm on communicate in my headset. I might use my old Arzatip Bluetooth, and I might just go, well, to be honest, Aark, your kid doesn't look like he needs any help, so I think I'll go for that guy as well, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, then. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, so Vixen gets to do it twice. So I will roll to hit. So I got 19. Sorry, I forgot about the multiplier. 19.
19 hits.
Yes. Okay, right. Here comes the damage. So my first bit of damage is 2.
Nice. Solid start.
Aw.
Solid start.
That is hysterical. Is it definitely it's 1d10? There's no multiplier on that? Maybe, I guess because you do it twice as well, it would feel a bit OP otherwise. Alright, second Eldritch Blast coming up, and that is an 8. Take it, that does not hit.
That definitely misses. I think what we're going to do, Vixen, so we're just going to check if you would plus anything to that. I can see Jamie on the call is looking that up right now, so we'll just wait for him to let us know.
I think that's crazy. 1d10 for your Eldritch Blast.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I was going to say,
It's
I think
1d10,
you are
isn't
right
it?
on.
Yeah.
It will be on D&D Beyond, and it will just say 1d10, and then it would
does,
say
yeah.
plus something. So if it doesn't, then that's all good.
Well, there we go. I've done a huge big and taken 2 HP off. I only shine when I don't mean to.
No, but and hey, what you do, Vixen, is you do spark some interest in this big Hogfolken bounty hunter.
Oh, have I aggroed him?
You've aggroed him. He turns away from the main action and looks towards you and Titus, and he goes, "They're behind us! They're behind us!" And he points towards you and Titus. He gets the attention of his other 2 medium Hogfolken bounty hunters. They know that you're there, but the big guy is in between you and what's happening in the middle. Vixen, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm just going to go, come and get it, bacon boy.
You see him raise his axe above his head and snorts and shouts again. That is one of the... In fact, it's the less so, the small medium. The small Hogfolken bounty hunter, who is kind of like in the back in what's going on, and he is going to take a strike at Aark, I reckon. He's going to use a short sword. Oh, Aark. Does a 5 hit you, Aark?
It misses, and that little piggy needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, 19.
It passes, so it takes 6 radiant damage.
Okay. This radiant damage kind of... Is this your spirit
My
guardians?
birds. This is my birds flipping around. So you see my birds just kind of like just rake their little tiny talons on them.
It's all these dark ravens, isn't it? Because of the state that you're in between your god tempo. They're not golden birds anymore, but you see these crows, these ravens, whatever, just absolutely scratch up this Hogfolken bounty hunter.
It's actually really cool and ironic because his kid's like, so cool, but it's not his dad in a good place doing that, which is like, he doesn't even know that.
This is an interesting time to meet. I mean, you do see the look on Zeed's face. I mean, Zeed doesn't know you as this magic-wielding, all-powerful bird daddy. So he is in awe of what's happening, but he is seeing that it's necrotic and necromantic in style. So he is kind of like, oh my god, what is happening here? Aark, roll me an intimidation check.
I've rolled a 5.
You've rolled a 5. Okay, fine. Oh my god, this guy got a 2. So actually, this tiny weeny Hogfolken bounty hunter who has been faced with all this necrotic energy splits. He just runs. He turns around. He's like, "Oh, I don't want anything more to do with this," and he just starts running like off into the distance. That's the end of his go. It's the 2 medium bounty hunters' goes who are still there, and you see both. You see one of them. In fact, both of them are in like long leather matrix dusters.
Nice.
Yes.
Like these aren't the Hawaiian Hogfolken bounty hunters you saw at the Seraclean River. So one of them just wafts their cape back, and you see that one of them has like 2 swords. Cool. But you see this other Hogfolken bounty hunter with 2 fucking 12-gauge shotguns that just rears them up towards you and Zeed, and is going to take pops at Zeed. with some shotguns. Okay, the first one was a nat 1, which means that this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter shotgun, like, jams and stops and doesn't, and you, whoa! And the second one is a 19. Armor class is that's fine. So Zed is going to take some damage from one of these shotgun blasts. Okay, that's 10 damage to Zed, just straight to the chest. Takes these shotgun shells like an absolute champ, but is doing damage. Second, Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter with 2 swords. First one was a 4, second one was a 5. He swings and misses, just flailing in this alleyway. Like your kid hid so well that he just can't see him for all these shadows. Titus, that's your turn.
Just before you start Titus's turn, really sorry. They have to roll me wisdom saving throws, please.
Terribly sorry. He's not really sorry.
First one's a modded 20.
Okay.
Second one's a 6.
So the one with the 6 takes 14 damage. So the one who saved takes 7 damage.
Bam! You hit them with these ravens. These are medium-sized boys, so they're not intimidated like the smaller guy is. But again, all these ravens, these dark necrotic birds, just emanate from your cloak and the surrounding and your aura, and just fuck these people up. Titus, that is your go.
Quick question: has the big hog attacked anyone yet?
He has not. He's not done a single thing yet, but he has turned to face you and Vixen.
Well, that's enough invitation for me, thanks. Rage, obviously. I've not forgotten.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Never gets old.
And then, yeah, I'm close enough to attack, aren't I? He's 30 feet away.
He's 30 feet away, so
Yeah.
It depends what you want to attack with. Are you throwing something, or are you getting right up in his grill?
Oh, let's get up close and personal with this biatch.
Nice. What are you doing?
As I run at him, I say out loud, but also in their headset, so everyone's aware of this. Don't worry, guys. I'll pick on someone my own size, not the 2 medium-sized people.
Titus, the small one's run away. You don't have to hit that one. He's gone.
No, the 2 big lads will fight it out, and then you smaller people can decide it between the rest of you.
But
all right?
Titus, you are actually a medium-sized creature.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, the shame.
So I'll swing it. I'll swing at the big lad with my great sword.
Okay, roll to hit.
Ooh, does a 16 hit?
A 16 just hits. Meets it, beats it, baby.
13 damage, and then I get I get 2 attacks, don't I?
You certainly do.
So I'll just. Oh, by the way, have I recognised? Not recognised as in seen him before, but am I aware of the relationship between Aark and Zed? Yeah. Like, did I hear Aark's? I know I heard when we were recording, but did Titus hear him say, "Let's go, son"?
I'm presuming we all did, but it'd be really funny if Titus was just like away with the fairies at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That
he's
is true.
literally just like, wow, another Aark Cochrane. What are the chances?
You knew that Aark was obviously looking for someone, for Zed. You definitely know that Aark is looking for his family and his son, but maybe in this instance you just don't put 2 and 2 together. It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. I think as I'm swinging at the big lad, I'll say, "Hey, Aark, why don't you ask that other Aark Cochrane if he knows where your son is?" And that's a 22.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, son of a bitch. 8 damage.
Ooh, okay. So that's 21 damage in total to this
Wow.
huge, well, same size as you, considered a medium creature. Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter with a great axe. Titus, what does this look like as you swing your sword in twice to this big piece of bacon?
I think I'm not really looking because I know he's so big, I can just sort of flail at him. But I'm desperately trying to get Aark's attention and pointing at the new kid. Or vaguely where the new kid was, because isn't he hiding?
Yeah, he's within the shadows. He's not technically hiding right now, but he is cloaked in this shadow, which
He He is the Rasmus in the shadows. I'm fairly certain they played my mate's uni.
No.
Really?
Very
They were in Eurovision a couple of years ago, or a year ago.
Yeah, they were. I'm convinced it was either them or some other band of that time.
Do you remember he had like raven feathers in his hair? It's all coming around full circle. Yeah.
Maybe he was an Aark.
That's what I'm thinking.
But
Here's my claim to fame that actually I watched. I've seen the Rasmus live supporting him. If anyone remembers him.
No way, him.
Yeah.
His
Oh my
Infernal
God.
Majesty, was that the
That's
one?
it, yeah.
Yes. Phil Vallo? Yes.
That's him.
I
Yeah.
remember him,
Yeah.
is
I
he
really-
the Bam Margera band?
Yes, the one that he was obsessed
Yeah.
with and he got all the tattoos of. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
heartogram and everything.
we're getting off piece now, but I really, really wanted you, Jamie, to go. Here's my claim to fame. And you went to say, obviously, I watched, but I thought you were going to say, I was the Rasmus. And we'd have all been like, fuck!
I am Rasmus. That's what I was gonna
And now
do.
I have become Rasmus, the wearer of raven wings.
just out of nowhere, Jamie just goes, I've been watching, I've been searching.
Did anyone listen to any of their other songs? Because their album, the album that was on, was really good.
This is what I was going to say. I'm fairly certain when my mate went to see them at uni, it was a bit like the Star Wars Cantina band.
Play the next
Who wants to hear in the shadows again?
Okay, here we go. Same song.
Play the song again. Play the song again.
Oh, God. Hilarious. Oh, did you boys not see my Vine, by the way, that I put recently when I was in America? Up on...
Yes.
What's this?
Yes, I did a little Vine. I tagged you guys in it because I thought, you're the only people that are going to appreciate it more than anyone. It's on my Instagram at the moment.
Please tell me it was the road work ahead thing.
Yes.
It
Yes,
was.
it is. Yeah.
Yes.
It's road
Yes,
work ahead.
I sure hope it
Every
does.
time I go to America, I do that.
Every
Awesome.
single time.
Yeah, I sure hope it does. Right, that's the end of Titus's go.
Yes.
It's now the big, beefy Hogfolk and Bounty Hunters go, who has just been slashed in the chest, is waltzing up to you, Titus, and
Also,
oh, yeah, of course,
Oh, yeah.
and just goes, "Are you all right, mate? Are you feeling self-conscious about your size?"
Don't listen to him, Titus. Give him a piggy pounding.
I ain't getting no hog roast from you.
Wow! Yeah, boy. You see this bounty hunter thought he could talk to you and embarrass you about your size, but he just raises the great axe above his head and is going to go for a few strikes. Titus, in this moment, you do see that this hogfolk and bounty hunter also goes into a rage and
Oh, god damn it.
gets super fucking vascular in front of you. Just like you see his piggy head just start to go red and boil as like steam comes out of his little piggy nose.
Does he go all veiny and stuff?
Oh yeah, veiny bacon.
Oh,
we
veiny
love that.
bacon.
I'm picturing
Veiny
that.
flesh
Veiny
bacon.
bacon.
Whoa.
Whoa. This is the most unsettling description of pork I've ever heard.
I'm picturing that lad's face in Big Trouble in Little China, basically.
Yes!
That's a great
Yes.
reference.
Titus, does a 17 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, well I don't think a natural 1 hits you, so that's good. Okay, well, it's a good thing you raged, otherwise you would have taken 24 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
So you take 12 points of slashing damage. On the first strike, goes across your chest and your stomach, but he gives this swing way too much momentum with a nat 1, and brings it back around and slashes himself across the back for... Oh my god, he does 10 damage to himself as he swings round.
Jesus Christ, what
Nice.
a prick.
Just ooh, as he stumbles.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
100%. Oh, what's the range on it?
15 foot.
Oh, he's not in it.
His movement is halved. So if he was
Yeah,
in
he's not
melee
in
with
it.
me, why not?
Because he was 30 feet away.
Okay.
You win this one, Ollie.
Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. It's
Jamie will remember this.
Just in the corner of Jamie's Zoom, it just says, Jamie will remember this.
This action will have consequences.
Yeah, come on, mate. You're so OP. Just let one of my guys not be in range.
No.
So that's the end of his go. We're now back up to the top of the round. It is Zeed. Zeed sees that this tiny, small Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter has left. Looks towards you, Aark, and just says, "Don't worry about him. I'll go after the medium guys."
I'm just gonna hug him.
Oh.
Titus is
Just
like,
hug him.
fucking hell, Ark's got a bit personal with that random Maricot that
Yeah.
just met.
Ark, ask him about your son.
He reminds me of that bit in Finding Nemo where Dory tries to speak whale, trying to find his son.
Aark, you bring in your son, who you have not seen in 5 human years, for a big hug. He is this feathered, obviously, beaked, obviously, hooded and cloaked, samurai-wielding adult. But in this moment, he just feels like your son.
Just gonna say in his ear, I've missed you so much, kid.
He's gonna roll an insight check on you.
Okay.
Okay, he gets a 19.
Mm-hmm.
I guess with that insight check in this moment, what you get the feeling is that he wants to hug you back so much. He wants to, because you're hugging him. He has not yet brought his arms up to hug around you. And you get the feeling that he wants to. But he doesn't feel like he can do it in this moment. He doesn't feel strong enough or have the strength to be like, Dad, I've missed you.
Oh, he's holding back.
And to be honest, I probably feel like unsettlingly cold, just in terms of my body temperature.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In such like a hot environment, like I'm not particularly breathing. Like my heart's not beating.
You're so right. This is so alien to him. He doesn't feel a warmth from you like he would have done when he was a kid. You feel cold. You feel dark. You feel haunted as a person. And he wants to hug you, but he kind of pulls out of your hug slightly, not to completely like relieve himself of the hug or you. And just before he dashes off to like attack these other 2 Hogfolk and Bounty Hunters, he just says, "You never said goodbye." And then he dashes off. Goes to attack one Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter.
Ollie, can I yell after him as he runs off?
You absolutely can. What do you say?
Excuse me, mate. You haven't seen his son, have you? He's got like a weird name, like Creed or something.
I'm just gonna... Is Titus next to me?
Yeah.
Can I, like, not as an attack, obviously, but can I, like, basically just give him a wallop on the butt? Shut him up.
Vixen, you grab Titus by the scruff of the neck. Like, you're a 46-year-old woman. This is not Vixen. This is not
forget that I'm 46.
This is not Zakaya Rubbledusk. This is Vixen, Alyssa Vixen Steadyheart, and you just go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Mate, shut the fuck up. It's not the time. Not the time.
So, Zeed's first attack got a nat 1. So unfortunately, he has been so affected by this cold hug that he's just had from his dad that he swings across himself and he manages to like nick his arm. So he does a little bit of damage to himself. Oh, he does way more than a little bit. He does 5 damage to himself.
Sorry, kid. That's on me. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, kid.
It's okay, Dad. Don't worry. It's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm so limp and pallid and a bit clammy. Sorry for the horrible clammy hug.
It's okay, Dad. It's fine. I've got another attack. It's okay. And there he goes to swing again.
He's like, "Do you want another hug?" "No, you're fine. You're fine. No more hugs, please."
Oh, that's a nat 20 from Zeed.
Hey, back in action.
Holy fuck. That's 30 points of slashing damage to this Hogfolken, this medium Hogfolken bounty hunter. He was the one that you did a lot of damage to before, Aark, with the 14 points of damage, and he is dead.
Oh.
Wow.
You just see this young adolescent Aarakocran who has just seen his dad for the first time, had the coldest necromantic hug he's ever had, just run, jump, and instead of being like super finesse with it and slashing, he just grabs the samurai sword in like anger and jumps and slams it through this Hogfolken bounty hunter's head.
Oh, does he do it like a dragoon? Is he like leaping in the air and coming down?
Yes.
That's cool.
Straight through the head, like kebab skewer. Just you just see this Hogfolken bounty hunter like lose all breath. Blood starts bleeding from the top of his head.
Blood does tend to do that.
Blood does bleed. That's what I'm told. But you see his mouth just fill up with blood and just start leaking. He pulls the sword out, and the Hogfolken bounty hunter just collapses to the ground. You have a medium bounty hunter left and a big boy.
Ollie, does this kid, whoever he is, say anything as he kills this person?
No.
Titus does not like this. It feels weird if no one says anything. It's awkward. He has to fill the awkward silence.
Okay.
And thankfully, he has prepared something. He's thought of his favourite samurai joke on the way from seeing members of these Hogfolken lads get decapitated in a bar to this outside bit. And so, stab, awkward silence, and Titus just yells, "What did the neckbeard name his samurai sword? M'blady?"
Wow. Okay. Nice.
He just shouts it over there. Oh my god.
Just across the battlefield, this alleyway, dead bodies everywhere. Oh.
Titus, you're on form tonight, Mucker. You're on form.
I've missed this.
Yeah, Vixen, you give it. Even though you've just had Titus by the scruff, you've still got him by the scruff of the neck. And as he says this, you just give him a little wink, and you're like, "Yeah, that's cool. All right, then."
Yeah.
Hey.
Aark, that's your go. What are you doing?
I am just gonna inflict wounds on the medium boy that's just been. Oh no, the medium boy who's just been hit dead. The other medium boy.
Cool. The other medium boy who is dead right next to this dead corpse of his friend, who has Zed right next to him as well.
Ooh, 23.
23 hits.
So that's really bad. I've rolled 2 ones. So that is 1, 2 plus a 5 is 7.
7 damage. Okay.
Necrotic damage.
He's looking bloodied. You see this necrotic energy being forced into this Hogfolken bounty hunter. You start to see dark lesions appear on his skin, and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's what's going on? Like, feels this dark energy from you.
I'm just gonna go to the medium boy and go, I would run if I were you.
Huh?
I would get out of here.
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any money from you, are we?
No, mate. I think you were lucky to leave with your life.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Okay. Aark, roll an intimidation check.
5.
Okay. He is scared by the necrotic energy that you've put out. He's not necessarily scared by what you whispered in his ear, but he says, I mean, I've not got much of a life. I think I'll just take my chances and see if we can get any money out of you. How's that sound?
I say rookie error. Rookie error.
Well, I mean, we shall see. We shall see. We shall definitely see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, my friend is split in half next to me, and this other Aarakocran looks very angry, like he's going to kill me. But we'll see what happens, shall we? Okay.
Okay.
He must really not have much else on.
No.
If
No, I
this
really
is
don't.
like what he's gonna stick with.
I really don't. I live in an abandoned building just like down the road, and there's no roof, so when the solar flare happens, our skin gets burnt, and we haven't got any money, and we rob from people, and it's not a great life, honestly.
Please don't, because now I will spare this bastard. Literally. Why would you say that? This swine is helpless. Oh my god, now I can't kill him.
I can.
He's got no roof, Titus.
I have no fucking head when I'm finished with him.
Maybe we just put him out of his misery. Put him out of his misery, eh?
Yeah.
Aark is at the end of your go.
That is the end of my go.
Vixen, you're up.
Alright, enough playing. I am going to take the defensive flourish. So whenever you take the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 foot until the end of the turn. So I'll close the distance, first of all, between me and... Is there two left, or is there just the one? It's two.
There's a medium, and then there's a large.
The medium and a large. Oh, nice, in every size. Okay, so I will go for... I'll go for the medium boy, the one who I just can't stand to look at him knowing that he's got no roof and skin lesions. I just feel really bad for the poor fuck. So I'm going to close the damage on him, close the distance on him even, and then I'll roll to hit with my first of my 2 weapon attacks.
Okay, great. So yeah, you walk past the big, large, beefy hogfolk and bounty hunter who is squaring off with Titus. You walk past a bunch of dead bodies on the floor, and you join Zeed and Aark up next to this lesion-covered bounty hunter.
All right, here we go. I'm going to strike with my longsword for the first attack. 16.
Hits.
Brilliant. Okay, nice. So up next then, the dice landed on the exact point that I wanted to click. That was weird. So I'm going longsword, 1d8 plus 3. So I will roll my damage. So I got a 5. However, with defensive flourish, if a weapon attack hits, you can expend one of your bardic inspiration and deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die. You can also add the number to your AC until the start of your next turn. So effectively, I add that extra damage equal to the number I roll, so it's doubled basically. Is that correct? That's what I'm taking from that.
No, so you roll your...
Do I roll again?
Yeah, so you're going to roll your bardic inspiration.
Oh,
that will be the
yes.
extra damage that you do, and that will be added onto your AC.
That's it. They have 1d8 themselves, don't they? Okay, perfect. All right, got you. Let's roll the bardic inspiration then. First one was a 1.
Oh, no.
Brilliant. So, okay, so that's 6 damage from my first attack, and then 6 that can be added to my AC. So that's good. So my AC is now 28, which is a little bit more formidable. And then I've got my second attack. So here we go.
There's no way your AC is 28.
22?
So I think you add your inspiration to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm adding to it.
But so you rolled a 1.
You rolled a
on your
1,
inspiration,
so
didn't you?
you'd add a 1 to your...
Oh, of course I'm adding the damage
class.
too. Got you. Sorry. Yep, so in that case,
Yeah.
23. 23. Nice, more reasonable 23. Yes, of course it is. It's the bardic, isn't it? I'm
Your
adding...
AC is 22.
Yeah, that doesn't work out. What is your armor class?
22.
What's your dex?
It's 15.
But what's your plus?
2.
So where it says armor class on D&D Beyond, you've
Yeah.
got initiative, and then it says armor class, and in the
Yeah.
middle of armor and class, there's a
Is
number.
the number 22?
Unless.
Unless. Hold on. I think I know what might have happened here. What if during a battle I've probably used defensive flourish to up my AC,
And you've not taken it off.
and maybe I just didn't take it off.
Yes.
And I will hold my hands up, and I will say
Yes.
I wasn't trying to pull a fast one over my DM because he clearly saw right through it. I'm only sorry I got caught. No, I'm joking. No, I must have done it. If that's really high, I must have done it, and it's been so long that I didn't even recognise
Yes,
that I haven't done it.
so I
Let me take it back
remember
down.
your AC in
Yep.
the previous fight in the Sky Tower going up to 22.
It
I
did,
remember,
yes.
like you rolled an 8
Yeah,
and it was
yeah, yeah.
ridiculous, and we
It
were
was
all like,
insane.
"Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah, that's it.
So
and
that
I've just looked at it now, and I have overridden it, so that'll be why it was an override. So
Okay.
if we take the override back, it goes back to 13. So now I have 14
That's
AC. Whee!
Okay. Let's remember that you also have a +2 shield, so that would be 15. So now plus that 1, your armor class is 16. There we go.
16, brilliant. I'll make a note of that so I know what that is. That's so funny. No one in the history of D&D has ever attempted to use defensive flourish and ended up with a lot less AC than they went in with.
When you said 28, my mind boggled, and I looked at Jamie and I went, no.
Trying to pull a fast one.
I think my favourite part was when you went, oh no, sorry, it's 23, and Jamie's face didn't change at all.
Honestly, it was so funny because I thought you guys were on about how I'd calculated it, but yeah, it must have been from the override from before. It's been so long since
you've
we
done
last played.
perfect calculating. Your maths is on point. Like for quick
But the
maths,
starting
Amy
figure-
Mallett's on point. Yes.
Was very, very wrong.
Yes. Okay.
Wicked.
See,
All right, so-
listeners, this is why when we started this podcast, we're like, you can play along and learn with us. And now you've learned something. When you're on D&D Beyond, make sure you reset your shit. Here we go.
because it will override for good.
That's the perfect example of when they say in like maths tests, you can still get a point, even if you get the answer wrong, if you're working out right.
Yeah, exactly.
Get points.
I
Yeah,
am the
you get a couple
epitome of
marks.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. In that case, we'll go for the second attack now then. So, longsword, we got a 20. Does a 20 hit?
Oh, that definitely hits on this medium boy, yes.
Brilliant. Okay, right. So this one won't have a bardic inspiration attached to it because I've already used one bardic inspiration. Thinking about it, I probably should have just held it back when I saw that it was a 1, but I suppose you can't really do that, can you? You have to commit once you've rolled that
Yeah, once you've rolled it, you've committed to the bit. But that's okay.
That's fine. Okay. We know. So we got a little bit more. AC. So we did 6 damage on the first one. Let's see what we do on the second attack. So second slashing with the longsword. This time is a 7. So that's 13 damage overall. It's not too bad.
That is 13 damage overall. Vixen, finish this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter.
After all that.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do a little song, a little demonic song, little creepy song as I finish him off. I'm just gonna go, how's that for an armor class? I've just shanked you up the arse. And then I'm basically just gonna slice his belly open, I'm trying to think if there's any other puns that I could make, but I think Titus has had the lot. I mean, pork, swine, scratchings.
I've got one more in my back pocket.
I'm going to say, get snout.
Well, there we go. I'm putting a wow in. Get snout.
Okay.
Can you imagine if Adam just went, oh, fuck, that was mine?
Oh, could you imagine? Nah, Adam always is an obscure one, and that's why I love it, because you never see him coming. Muckblady.
Muckblady. Yeah, Vixen, you are stood next to Zeed and Aark, and you slice down this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter. And Zeed looks to you and just goes, oh, wow, you're cool as well.
I'm going to go Zeed. This is Zeed. This is Alyssa Vixen Steadyheart. Alyssa, this is my son Zeed.
Nice to meet you. I'll be honest, Aark, whenever he spoke of you before, always sort of painted you as like a little 7-year-old. I did not expect you to be such a badass.
Yeah, well, it was a long time ago, the last time we saw each other, but I'm mostly grown up now, I guess. You just see him like cleaning the pork blood off of his samurai sword with this, hooded cloak, and he looks like he should be in the Matrix. This very cool, edgy adolescent. But yeah, he says it's great to meet you too. What are you doing with my dad?
It's a long story, and I reckon we save that and the daddy issues until the end of the fight. Should we finish this guy off?
Yeah, okay. Who's that guy that you're with?
We don't know him. He just follows us around.
Vixen, ask the little kid if they know if if he knows where Aark's son is. Vixen, Aark didn't ask him before.
I cast silence over Titus.
Dropped on his head as a baby, and the family of Goliaths didn't want him because they thought he was broken, so they gave him to us, and he's followed us around ever since, like a little lost gosling. We're not really sure where he comes from, but we're hoping to leave him at the nearest bus stop at the next opportunity.
I'm going to go, this medium-sized creature is Titus Thunderbastard Caligari.
Hi, Titus.
Can I hear this? Oh, yeah, I can hear it through the headset.
You can hear it, yeah, for sure. Hi, Titus. Nice to meet you.
I am Titus Thunderbastard Caligari.
Okay.
Good for you.
Do you know where Aark's son is?
Oh, sorry, I should have said. I am Aark's son.
Aark, that's your son, mate. Why didn't you realise?
Aark's head is in his hands, right? His talons right now, just scratching his face.
Yeah,
Like,
Zed is looking back towards you, Aark, and just does this always? I'm so confused.
The most important thing to remember, kid, is if he asks to show you his special box, say no. Just say no.
Titus, that's your go. What are you doing?
The big lad's still alive.
Big lad is very much still alive.
What's the random question? What's the situation with the rope around this big lad? As in, was he using rope to tie up?
Oh, the
Aark's
hog.
son?
Yeah, hog tie. Zed.
Yeah. So the medium boys would have had the rope, but
Okay.
this big guy can definitely have the end of the rope if you want him to.
Well, I was just... How big is he compared to me, a big person?
So he is relatively the same height as you. He is like, if you were stood like next to each other, you are broader in shoulders than he is. He is broader in the gut than, say, you definitely are. Like his shoulders and his stomach are like as wide as just your shoulders are.
Is this why it's a bit like when someone's like 5'11" or whatever, and they're like, I'm 6 foot basically.
Oh, that's what Leo used to be like. I'm 6 foot in shoes. That doesn't count.
I'll just stab him up a bit more then, I suppose.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, that's not gonna work. I take it a 9 doesn't hit.
A 9 misses.
How hurt is this guy looking, by the way, Ollie?
He is. He's not looking bloodied yet.
Okay, fine. Roll to hit again. That's more like it. 23.
Definitely hits. Roll your damage.
11 damage. Oh shit, he's fucking raging, isn't it? So 5 damage is that?
Yes, that would be 5 damage. 5 piercing damage to him. You've not come up against somebody who's had rage as well.
No, I will. As my bonus action, then I will go into a frenzy.
Nice. Read frenzy aloud, please.
Just says frenzy attack. While in a frenzy, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one.
Nice. So that is the end of your go. He only took 5 damage, and that's A-okay. But it is now his go. And he is raging, and he's going to try and hit you with the Great Axe again. But before he does, he kind of goes, Are you not so... It doesn't seem like that group behind you, like... Are you with that group behind you? Because it seems like they're, like, literally roasting you. And that, like... You just seem like pretty low status. You don't seem very high status within that group. And I should know, I'm high fucking status. Like, I was the leader of these hogfolk and bounty hunter, and he looks down the alleyway and sees that all of his comrades are dead. But he does turn back and... I don't think you are... You're a little man, aren't you?
He's going to try... I thought he was going to try and recruit Titus at some point there. That sounded like he was...
You're a little weedy thing, aren't you? Like, they don't care or respect you at all. Maybe you should...
Fuck this.
I'm sorry, what?
Arm wrestle. Arm wrestle right now. Let's have it out.
You want an arm wrestle?
Yeah.
All right. Get one of your mates to bring up one of those crates and we'll have an arm wrestle. What we're putting on the line?
Oh, hang on. 250 gold.
250 gold.
Titus is not thinking right now.
I feel like we're worth a lot more than that, aren't we? Haven't we got more than that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that out loud, Vixen.
I mean, I'm not. That was Amy. That wasn't me.
You've got
Just
shit tons more than
that's
that.
not Vixen just being like, oh, hang on, that's nothing. We've got fuckloads back in the motorbikes out back. Oh God. Okay.
He goes, all right, 250 gold from you, 250 gold from me. Is that it? Is that all the stakes you want?
Guys, what are we thinking?
I mean, you've opened your mouth now and you're in it. So if you want to give it a whirl, he seems like he's up for it too. You might as well win us an extra 250 quid. Blackberry meads are on you.
Is the fight over? Just want to confirm. Fight is over.
For now, the fight is over. For now.
It's a bonus round.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No, I don't want any money from you. I just want you to leave. And then I thought, no, he's led all of his mates to their deaths. He deserves to die as well.
Well, come on then, mate. If you're putting up 250 quid, let's see it. I love that I said quid then instead of gold. I meant gold.
I know, I said quid a minute ago too, though. I just can't help it.
Maybe that's where I got it from, but yeah.
It was so funny. When I was in the States, all I kept doing was going, 30 quid, that's steep. And everybody would be like, $30. It's not quite the same thing. Just such a fucking British, like, just turning everything into my currency. One of those tourists.
Can I say to him, I keep my gold in a small box on my person?
Oh, are you going to trade him the dick?
You can definitely say that to him, yes.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'd like to keep my gold in a small box.
Right, okay. A small golden box, is that right?
It's been a while since I've actually looked at this box.
It is golden. It is definitely golden, yeah.
Mate, Zed is getting the worst introduction to this party. He really is.
You see Zed turn around to Aark and just go, Dad, what's going on? This seems like this is, I don't know. There was lots of death and now there isn't. What's going on?
Do you remember we warned you about the penis in the box?
No, there was no mention of penis. There was just a box.
I didn't mention penis. I just said don't look in his box.
I don't want
spoiler.
Oh, right.
He's blown his load there. He's ruined the surprise.
Wait. Wow. Zed just looks very perturbed at all of you and just goes, am I about to see a penis in a box?
Not if you don't want to, darling. You look away.
I'm not going to lie to you, kid. You might see it. You might see a penis in a box.
Okay. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Go on then, mate. Show me this penis in a box. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that because he doesn't know there's a penis in a box. He just goes, well, go on then. Show me your gold box.
Oh, this. By the way, if I don't mention it later, note to self for no dice. I've got an amazing story to tell you that sort of weirdly relates to this. But I get the gold box out and put it on the crate near us, I suppose.
And you see this hogfolk bounty hunter just turns to Zed initially and just goes, yeah, sorry, kid. Yeah, you just killed, 3 of my mates back at the bar, so I had to do something. No hard feelings. But me and this guy are going to have an arm wrestle now, so it should be fine.
Are we all square? Are we all good?
Are we all good? Are we basically not fighting for a minute? Are we chilling?
I think we're chilling. I think we're all right. I just got this insecure twat here who wants to have an arm wrestle with me because he feels a bit small, I think. Don't you? Don't you, little man? Feel a little bit small in this moment, don't you?
I'm going to fucking snap your arm off, dickhead.
Right, okay.
I'm just in my head to Titus, just go, do you want a little bit of magical extra? Are you doing this fair and square?
Oh. Let's roll to decide, shall we? Odds, we do it clean. Evens, we go full Lance Armstrong. It's a 1. We're going clean.
Wow.
Nice. And also, you cooked your dice there in the process. You've got rid of that 1 now.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very Titus as well. Very Titus to do it clean.
Very
100%.
Titus.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got this huge hogfolk and bounty hunter who is just trying to get all up in your mind, psych you out. He says, "Okay, all right, if you're serious about all of this."
Did he look in the box?
Yeah, I don't think he's looked in the box. I think what have you done, Titus? Have you just brought the golden box out?
Because that's the payoff we're
Yeah,
all
I've
waiting
just
for,
placed
isn't
it
Okay.
within view of everyone. What else would you keep in a golden box?
But gold.
Is it
Duh.
an actual golden box?
It is. Yeah, it's been in a golden box. Yeah.
I didn't know it was gold either. This is news to me, yeah.
Can I just look at the box and see how much it's worth?
Oh, the actual it's a
They got the
gilded
box at
golden box.
5,000 gold.
Yeah, no, it's a gilded golden box. It's not a
Okay.
solid gold box, so
Okay.
it's worth probably about a couple of your gold, and that's it. But yeah. So
But anything that it was worth has been completely diminished by having a cock and balls in it for the last,
Well-
3 months.
A long time as well, yeah.
we shall see if that box in its current state ended up on the fantasy version of the Antiques Roadshow. Who knows what its valuation could be? But yeah, Titus, you place the box on the crate, and you say, "You show me," and he goes, "Well, I haven't got 250 gold on me, but I could trade you my bike."
Let's see it. Let's see the bike.
What bikes he got?
Where you are down this alleyway, you're kind of at an intersection. So there's like a few little rows that you can kind of duck through, and like abandoned houses and fences and stuff like that. And he points to his left down an alleyway, and he looks to Zeed, and he just says, "Well, kid, go take the tarpaulin off of that, and you'll see it." And Zeed looks to you, Aark, for kind of approval to go and do that.
I'm going to look at Zeed and be like, you're going to do an investigation check, though, aren't you? You're going to just check for traps.
Oh yeah, no, sure, yeah, I'll do that. That's that. Don't worry, Dad. This isn't my first time. Okay.
Okay, kid. And as he looks at me, I'm just going to just pluck out some kind of like sticking out feathers, just to kind of groom him a little bit. But like, yeah, cool. And just pick some of those little feathers out that are standing up. And be like, yeah, cool. Go on then, kid.
He's going to roll an insight check on you before he walks away.
He's more sus of you than he is the bike. This is wild.
That's a 19.
Ooh.
So what
Do
do
you
you?
want me to roll either a deception or a what's the other one? Insight or whatever. Not to say what it is.
Okay, roll.
I'm gonna roll.
I suppose that depends what he's looking for, doesn't it?
What did he roll?
He got a 19.
Cool. So I rolled a 16 on whatever I rolled. So basically, I'm literally. I remember his mum used to have to groom him quite a lot, and he would always have kind of like sticky out feathers. And as an Aarakocra, as a bird, you have to look after your feathers and kind of check your plumage and stuff. So I'm just pulling them out just to, make him look presentable in Aarakocran terms.
Apart, what I said about the t-shirt for the whole, I just realised I'm a medium creature, or actually a medium creature. Another t-shirt, check your plumage.
Check your plumage.
I love check your plumage.
Check your plumage. You see Z just kind of go, "Dad, stop! I'm on the planet of I'm on a different planet now. I'm 21. Come on!" And he goes off down the alleyway. He rolls an investigation check. Okay. He checks the traps or anything. He looks back at the big beefy hogfolk and bounty hunter, and he goes, "Yeah, go on. It's fine." And he whips off the tarpaulin from the bike. And Titus, you just see the most chromed out, Easy Rider chopper you have ever seen in your life.
Hogley Davidson.
Oh, nice.
Wow! Hogley, you see on the gas tank on the side of it, it says Hogley Davidson.
Oh, yeah.
And he just goes, see, it's a 60-year-old vintage, but I'm a mechanic myself. I've done it up myself, and yeah, she purrs like a tabaxi. She does. Yeah, great engine.
By the way, whilst this lad has been watching Z check his bike, I saw that interaction between Aark and Zed, and I'll be honest, I haven't seen this film. I just had to double check what the meme was from. But you know the get back in there tier cop meme?
Yes.
From, as I'm told by the internet, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
Yeah.
That's what's been happening with Titus. He's a little bit late to the party, but he can still appreciate a good father-son reunion.
Oh my God, of course. Oh, that's so lovely, because, oh my God, it didn't even cross my mind. Titus is watching a father and son reunited for the first time, with Titus knowing that he might not ever be reunited with his father again.
Oh, God. It hits different.
Yeah. Titus, what's your demeanor change to in this moment? Like, you see Zed and Aark have this little, oh, Dad, stop plucking at my plumage, it's fine. And as he goes off down the alleyway with this big, beefy hogfolk and bounty hunter, and Aark clearly watching from a distance like a hawk, wow, to see what goes on. How are you feeling?
I know I've not had a great track record with these sorts of things, but I have a very brief flashback to when my dad first taught me to arm wrestle as a way to build my strength up, and the day that I first beat him, whether he let me or not is always under debate, but the first time I ever beat him at an arm wrestle.
That's so nice.
You have this lovely, sweet thought and moment in your mind, reminded of your dad making Fear Shot Caligarvey this absolute behemoth of a man, behemoth of a person within his community, teaching you giving you the fundamentals of wrestling with an arm wrestle to start with. Yeah, you have this lovely moment to yourself before you are brought back into reality, where the crate is in front of you, the golden box is on the crate, the bike is down the alleyway. Is there any more conversation that you're having about this?
No, just a quick aside. Massive thanks, as always, to our friends at Dice Goblin UK. But if I lose this arm wrestle, I'm throwing these dice away.
If this fucks up, we're a Game Tea podcast all the way now.
Absolutely.
That's it.
We are pro Game Tea now.
Okay. The big beefy hogfolk and bounty hunter goes, so we clear on what we're playing for?
Oh, we're clear.
Okay. Anything come in the box?
Excuse me? How do you know?
No.
To be honest, it was severed pretty quickly. It didn't really get a chance.
I'm sure in the lifetime of it, yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, like, the golden box is all nice and that, but, like, what's in it?
Well, who was it attached to again? Did we ever think he got laid? Wasn't he a bit of a knob? That guard guy?
Magnus Brink.
Magnus Brink.
I know my deceptions. I know I think it's better than it is. But can I say, oh, it's the family jewel?
You can absolutely say it's the family jewels if you'd like.
Can I give him the help action by saying, oh, I thought it was hard cash?
Oh my God, so many puns this episode. Okay. You give him the help action. Titus, roll me a deception check.
If I get a nat 20 here, which would have probably been my roll for the arm wrestle, I'm going to hit the roof. Okay. What do I Do I add my deception to this?
Yes, you do. And remember that you add an extra +1 because of your book that you read all that time ago.
Oh, yeah. And then, Jamie, what do I add because of your help action?
You have advantage.
So you can roll it twice.
Yeah. Roll your d20 twice.
Okay. I was kind of happy with the first one, but...
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, fair dues. Don't even need it.
It is... Right, the second one's landed there. Look how close that is to a nat 20. It wasn't a nat 20.
Oh.
It was an 8. But thankfully, my first roll was a 19 plus 1, 20, plus my deception modifier. That's 22.
Nice. Nice.
That is good. That is very good. Okay. That is very good. This Hogfolken bounty hunter is going to do an insight check on you.
Okay.
He has a +3 to insight, so he has to roll a nat 20 to beat you. He gets a 12.
You idiot.
This Hogfolken bounty hunter is, having just been in a fight with you, just outright believing you and being like, yeah, all right, I don't want to fight. I just want to get my bike and go. But if I can win some money, why not? Right. Puts his elbow down on the crate. Puts his hand on the side of the crate to hold on. And he just says, right, let's grapple up then. Let's do this. Best of 3?
Fairest way, yeah. Best of 3 sounds good.
I feel so sorry for Zeed. Bless his heart. He's just been found by his dad, who's really weird and ghoulish and kind of undead. And he's got, like, a random bard with him. And this bloke who's just stopped the whole affair of a massive back alley brawl for an arm wrestle. Like, what is he thinking right now? What is going through his head?
This is Backflip 2.0.
It is?
Yeah.
It really is. Elevated backflip.
That's the episode name right there. There we go.
Backflip 2.0.
2.0.
There we go. Backflip 2.0.
Hey, spoiler alert. Guess what I'll be doing if I win this arm wrestle, by the way. I also like the fact
Will you be arm wrestling your pregnant wife?
It is... I especially like it for new bird lad, because he is witnessing a 7.5 foot tall, 300-pound wrestler saying, effectively, I'm being emasculated here, and I need to prove my.
So this Hogfolken bounty hunter, he's got his arm on the crate, and he just goes, best of 3, let's go.
I'm going to mirror, obviously, his placement, so I'm going to put my hand on the other side and just maybe nervously wipe my hand on my singlet. Actually, I'm going to pull the singlet down.
Ooh,
So I don't
okay.
get any-
Singlet off the shoulders.
Yeah, just off one shoulder.
Yeah, you did say you're going to do this clean. He's, you're ready to do it clean.
Are you not going to rage, though? You're not going to have a little rage going on? You're doing it completely.
Oh, is he? What is he? Has he raged?
He's not raged, no. If he got the feeling that you were going to rage, he would probably go, oh, hold on. There's some stipulations here, so it's up to you. But you guys can talk in your headsets as well.
I can't take any... I mean, unless he snaps my arm, I don't think I can take any damage. And I feel like if we're saying we're doing this clean, but then I get advantage on strength checks, don't I?
But then
he'd get
he
advantage
would
on
too.
strength
Yeah.
checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mutually assured destruction at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're essentially deciding if you want 2 rolls at this or just 1 roll. And that would be for both of you if he noticed what you were
pointless.
doing. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we haven't got all day. Let's get on with this.
Yeah. There's a Hogley Davidson on the line, but you also don't want to break your
Yes.
arm.
Okay, Titus, you put your elbow down onto the crate. You lock hands. You lock meaty, piggy hands with this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter. You place your other hand on the side of the crate. And listeners, this is how an arm wrestle is going to work. You are going to have 3 attempts in total. You know, best of 2. Well, I say it's best of 3. First to 2 wins. You will roll athletics checks. In this instance, you've not raged. You've not raged. So no advantage. You're just rolling clean. Titus, what is your plus to athletics, please?
+7.
Okay.
I mean, that is a man who backflips. +7, isn't it? Really, he's earned that.
Absolutely. He has a +5, so he is less strong than you, less athletic than you in terms of stats.
What a bitch.
I knew you'd say that. So it's essentially going to be opposing athletics checks. On the first try, he will go first, and if you want to roll your athletics check, go for it. Here we go, ladies and gents.
Okay. Guys, any words of encouragement before I roll?
Check your plumage.
What she said.
New bird lad, anything?
I don't think I know you well enough to say anything yet.
Yeah, best of luck, mate.
Titus, in that split second of hearing Zeed say that, you think, is there another Aark here?
Do you want me to... Who shows first, Ollie?
I have rolled. You tell me what you got first.
I rolled a 15, so a 22.
Nice.
A 22. Titus, what happens as you go to lock up? You feel the strain. Is anybody counting them in? Does anybody say 3, 2, 1, go?
I can do that. I can sure do that. I've got my, I've got a war gong. I mean, it's a bit overkill for an arm wrestle, but I'll give it a whirl.
Oh, it's perfect.
Ready? On a stroke of 3.
Bring that before every battle going forward, Vixen.
Abso-bloody-lutely. You ready? Dong. 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 Oh my god, guys! You will go.
Which tongue do we go on?
I was gonna say you will go on my first war gong. You will go on my second war gong.
Gladiator, you will go on my first war gong. Contender, you will go on my second war gong. Lovely Gladiators reference there for everybody. Gladiators reference.
Love me some John Anderson back in the day.
Yes,
John Anderson.
The very best. Oh my god.
Classic.
I made a joke on PlayStation UK today about a hole in the wall. So many like British game shows that are just unappreciated, man. Anyway, yes.
The war gong rings out across this alleyway. Titus and this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter, you start to feel the pressure. You lock and you push and you push and you push. And Titus, this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter got a natural 1. So when you swing your arm down into this crate, you smash this Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter's arm through the crate and you break his arm. He goes... and then rolls around on the floor in pain as he falls. You see like water start to tear up in his eyes, and he just goes, I think that's it. I think I'm out. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't want to lose my bike, you prick. Oh, fuck's sake.
Awooga!
This Hogfolk and Bounty Hunter stood up with a broken arm. Like you've literally broken his forearm, like through his wrist. And he just goes, oh.
Compound fracture.
Compound. Fully just out. Like blood. And he starts wrapping. He starts pulling some of his his matrix duster off and starts wrapping it around his forearm, and he just goes, "All right, well, here are the keys," and he just chucks you the keys to his bike, and he fucks off.
Wow.
Jackpot!
What an absolute result, lads.
That is a lovely bike. That's a lovely bike, Titus.
Can I do a backflip now, please?
Titus, you may do as many backflips as you want. Well done.
On the bike.
Not on the bike. God, no.
But like,
too
like
precious.
Trials HD style. Yes, flip on the
Yes.
bike, flip on the bike, flip on
Trials
the bike.
Flip
HD,
on the
Trials
bike,
Rising,
flip on the
Trials
bike.
Fusion, however you want to do it. Titus, roll me an athletics check for this backflip.
Ooh, a 14.
A 14. Titus with a 14. You make this backflip all the way around. It's not particularly graceful. You start shouting "woohoo!" As you do it, and you land perfectly fine. It doesn't look graceful, but you've done better backflips. Let's just say that. You stumble a bit as you land, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. New bird lad, you know what we do to celebrate as part of this friendship group? Your dad loves this.
Oh yeah, what's that? What's that?
Can I see the hog person walking away into the distance, cradling his shattered arm still?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I say you get both hands. Like, imagine you're sort of carrying an imaginary box. So get both hands in front of you like that, like you're carrying a sort of average size Christmas present or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you done that? Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to slam them into your crotch and tell them to suck it, okay?
Titus, you just see this adolescent 21-year-old who is only, like, in human years, 4 years younger than you, just turns towards Aark and goes, "What's he doing?"
Aark looks down.
Aark refuses to meet his eye.
Oh my god.
I say as he does this, I say, "What are you teaching your kids back on your home planet?" This is the first thing my father taught me. The first words out of my mouth were, "Suck it!"
Suck it! Our baby said his first words. Suck it! Oh, are we proud?
Everybody go ahead and make me perception checks, please.
Oh, okay.
Aark.
2 seconds. I got a 10.
Titus.
Oh, I just knew this would come out right now. I think I might be a bit overzealous in my celebrating because I got a 3.
Oh,
Okay.
you kept your good result when it was needed most.
Okay. Vixen.
14.
Oh, so I'd have definitely lost if that had gone 3 rounds on the arm wrestle.
100%.
and
Yeah, no, thank God we
10
didn't decide to do
effectively I
that.
would have got.
Let me check what Zeed's perception is. Oh, that's so good. He's got a +5, so 18. Okay. You all miss this, but Zeed, being the younger, keener bird eyesight guy, I guess, sees the hogfolk and bounty hunter go around the corner, holding his arm, looking back at you, and as he goes around the corner, you see him join a bunch of other hogfolk and bounty hunters, and starts like looking back towards where you are and saying stuff. Like, it's out of earshot right now, but Zeed sees this, and he just goes, "Dad," and he starts pulling at your cloak a little bit, like your tiny little lad would be. He only knows how to act around you right now as if he's that small, and he's like, "Dad, come on, we need to get off the street. If the jackals come by in their armoured motorcade or find out we're here, we won't stand a chance."
The tricky thing, kid, is that we're looking for some information from the burning bucket. We're trying to find a convoy, an armoured convoy, and we need to buy that info off of some geezer inside, Quilly's contact. So should we just get back in the inn quick before they spot us?
Oh my god, that was you guys.
You're the contact?
Yeah, I'm
What?
You,
I mean,
you're the
what?
people I was meant to buy information off.
I feel like Quilly's done you dirty a little bit here, Aark. Why the hell wouldn't he mention it was your own son? And you even asked Quilly to put 500 quid out with the criminal network as a reward for finding the bugger. Why wouldn't he tell you?
Who's Quilly?
Oh, Quilly's a little tiny guy, journalist, goblin man. Is he a goblin, guys, or am I being casually racist?
He's a goblin.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
How's he got? What's he got to do with you guys?
Oh, it's a long story. We should probably get off the street. But have you got the info about the armoured convoy?
Yeah, I've got the info. I wasn't. Look, I think we need to clear some stuff up, but we do need to get off the street. If the jackals find out we're here and they come along in their armoured motorcade, we're fucked. You need to. He's looking back up the street and he sees that a few hogfolk and bounty hunters are gathering, looking down the street towards you guys, and he just says, "Follow me." Zeed leads you all, crouch walking down alleyways and side streets, ducking and diving.
As we do that, Ollie, I grab the gold box because I realise I haven't picked that up.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Don't forget that. Your crown jewels.
I've had my fingers burnt with that sort of thing before.
Close the lid, pick up your equipment, all that good stuff. Lid gate. You dive amongst derelict buildings, scattered across like the reddish hue of the wasteland as the dark, ominous clouds above you, filled with toxic chemicals, cover the sky. You come upon a street of run-down buildings, including a school that is boarded up and surrounded by half-repaired barbed wire, chain-link fences, and all that kind of stuff. Zeed has got you out of the... you're still in the outskirts of the city of Pyro. You're not in the city, but he's managed to get you far enough away that you feel like the trail or the scent might have been like lost on you guys or anybody. You check back Aark to see if anybody's following, and you don't see anybody. Zeed then, rather expertly, disarms a spike trap rigged with explosives and ushers you all into this boarded up school and just says, "This way to the basement. We'll be out of iron earshot down there." A trapdoor is lifted and you descend the stairs into what looks like a bunker ready for the apocalypse. Jerry cans of petrol lay piled in a corner. A workbench with a sharpening stone lays propped up next to a transistor radio, monitoring police as well as criminal chatter. There's a single bunk bed and a bedroll in the corner of the room, and moss grows on the ceilings as water drips rhythmically from the ceiling. It's dark and dank, except a couple of mining lights lit up across the floor. And Zeed says, he sighs for it. Not sighs, he gives a kind of knowing, like, "We're off the streets. That's good." And he says, welcome to the safe house. Can I get you anything to drink?"
I could use a stiff one. Have you got any blackberry mead?
Yeah.
Yeah, loads. In this moment, Zeed realises that Aark's never seen his lad have an alcoholic beverage. So he's kind of like, he looks at you a bit approvingly, I guess.
He's going to try and be a cool dad and be like, "Oh, okay. Cool, yeah, cool, great. Yeah, kid."
Dad, do you want a mead?
No, I'm okay. Thank you though. Thank you. You can have one. That's fine. Don't worry.
Like to drink with Aark.
'Cause Aark is our bird.
And when we drink with Aark, he only sips a third.
Hey!
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, okay.
That's
He
really
only sips a
good.
third. Lovely.
Vixen's going to pull out a little quill and write that down for one of her next songs.
For a lyric. Nice. We haven't had some bard song in a while. We need some of that. That'd be great.
Yes.
So yeah, Zeed Zeed walks over to this. It looks like a uni student's mini fridge. It's just filled with it's filled with booze and what I'm calling in this world power drinks.
Nice.
Kind of like Mountain Dew kickstarts and things like that, or Code Red and all that kind of shit.
Is it like Red Hogfolkin or something? I'm trying to think of like a Red Bull parody. That's to be something like Crimson Pig.
He pulls out a couple of cans of Crimson Pigs and sets them on the side, but he knows you guys want the hard stuff. And yeah, he offers out a blackberry mead to you all, and he says, "Titus, that was great. That was such a cool arm wrestle, and you broke that guy's arm. Like, who are you? Like, what do you do?"
It's probably time for some introductions, and I think maybe your dad should go first.
Yeah, okay. All right, Dad.
Yeah.
Go on then.
What do you want to know?
I went to the Burning Bucket to sell some information.
Mm-hmm.
I was told by my contact, who I don't know the name of, but was recommended to me through a friend, that I was to meet at the Burning Bucket and get this information. And you hear kind of like a little quiver in his voice as he turns to you, Aark, and he says, "Dad, promise you won't get mad at me."
Aark doesn't say anything.
Dad?
Ooh.
Just tell me.
Okay, well, I was trying to make a little extra money and sell some information to some mercenaries who turn out to be you three, but my master, she's been taken prisoner by the jackals, and I really needed the cash to put weapons together to go and bust her out, but I don't have the information on me. She does, and now that she's not here, I was going to pull a fast one and take half the money from them, but now it's you, so I wouldn't take money from you, but I was going to do a runner, and then I thought they never showed up, but it turns out it's you guys who were buying the information.
Master, what does that mean?
My master.
Elaborate. Someone who trained you in combat? A teacher of some kind?
Yeah, the woman who has looked after me ever since I got here.
And when would that be?
I guess it would be 3 months ago. She took me in and looked after me, and, you know, I ended up at the Burning Bucket when I came here originally, and, you know, the jackals were pushing me about, and she, you know, I couldn't swing a sword when I met her, but now look at me, I'm swinging a fucking sorry, Dad, sorry, I swore. I'm swinging a samurai sword around, and yeah, she takes amazing care of me, and just she gave me a place to live, this place, and food to eat, and yeah, she's great. We're trying to take down Solar Tech from the inside. I mean, that's what she says anyway. But look, she's been taken, and I need to get her back.
What's her name?
Star.
Does that ring any bell to me at all?
Yeah, it should ring a bell to all three of you.
Does to all three of us. I mean, Zeed, you're not talking about Star as in, you know, the moniker Star from the Femme Fatals.
Sorry, I don't know who the Femme Fatals are. I just know her as Star.
That's the only name she's given you? She doesn't go by any other name?
No, that's it. But she is a tabaxi, if that helps.
A tabaxi. Crying out loud, it could be her. It actually could be her. Does the name, I'm just recalling it to my mind now, because we always had these names for each other in the band, but like, does Tabitha Lightpaw mean anything to you?
Yeah, I've heard some people call her Tab every now and then, or Lightpaw, but yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's her name. That's her name in the Femme Fatals. We were a travelling band. My name was Vixen, there was Star, there was Fool, and there was Madame, who these lovely gentlemen will know as Madame Mordana. But the young tabaxi, Tabitha, she was the youngest of the gang. God, could you imagine if she's alive? After all this time, she'd be the same age as me now, obviously, but she would have lived her life rather than just turned up for the last portion of it. How insane. So how did you meet her?
Well, I got when I ended up here.
Which we'll talk about, by the way, young man. I mean, I've only been a mother, sort of, for some of my life, but I know that's something your dad's keen to get at. I can see it in his eyes.
Okay.
Nods at Vixen. like a good work, like a good. That's good. That's good mum in there.
This is
like
two
that.
parents sat around the dinner table, like going, "Come on, we have each other's backs in this argument. In this, we need to be a strong, unified team
Consistency. That's all it is.
Consistency. There we go.
Consistency, solidarity. We got this.
Vixen, sorry, remind me what the question is you're asking. I'm just getting so carried away with this dynamic.
It's great. I love it. I'm asking, when did you meet Star and how?
3 months ago.
Yeah.
I woke up in the international pyro shipping station, just completely out of it, and the jackals were trying to push me around, and I made it to the outskirts of the city because I thought I'd be able to, get out and get somewhere. And then the jackals came again, and then she fought them all off and, asked me who I was and what I was doing. And then she shouted me here. And then she started training me, and that's how I am here.
And she is very skilled, very proficient in the art of swordplay. So it would ring true. That is insane if she's alive.
So you know Star?
Mate, I've known Star for, many, many years ago now. We were both 14 when we first met. And we started a band, me and Madame Modana, and our other friend, Fool, who, her real name was Zali Quineth. But, Fool by name, Fool by nature. She was a right pleb. But the four of us, we had a great time. We formed a brilliant band. And, Fool always got us into trouble, but Star was always the sort of very calm, rational one, considering she was the youngest. But we were teenage runaways. We were a rock and roll kid. It was great. I could tell you some tales that would make your feathers shrink a little bit, but it was very fun. There were some good times. I'd love to see her again. And I'm very much invested in rescuing her if she's in trouble, because Lord knows she saved me many times.
She's in trouble. We were attacking a convoy to stop materials from getting through to the international shipping station, and we were attacked by the jackals, and she was captured. She told me to run and hide, and I did. And then I needed money because I need weapons to go and bust her out, but I haven't got the money, and I'm just at a loss here, and I need to get her back.
Well, don't you worry about Tab. That's one thing we can help you with. Before your dad starts phase 2 of interrogation, which he is well within his rights to do, your father, I feel we should just clear up the situation with the plans and the info, the intel that you have. So you were planning to sell it. You don't know who it was who put you up to selling it, correct?
No, I just got... Well, so Star told me about it. This was about a week. This is maybe 2 or 3 days ago she told me about it. And then we were doing a job, and then we were meant to come back from that job and then get ready to sell the information to you guys. But I don't have the information, and Star has the information on her, but she's been captured.
Okay, well that's pretty shit, because we can't have that information fall into the wrong hands. But you don't know anyone named Quilly?
No, not at all. I don't know a single person. I don't know if you know how the criminal network kind of worked on Eid, sorry. It's very hush-hush. We don't know names. It's just recommendations of people to other people. I mean, Star's been here a long time, so she knows the criminal contact really well. So, I was just going to be her right-hand person. But she would have talked to somebody under an alias. They probably would have talked to her under an alias. So I don't know who Quilly is, but I would imagine that whoever spoke to Star also wouldn't know Star's name, to keep it hush-hush and in the right ears of the right people, I guess.
Must have a lot of trust to kind of everyone to be so discreet and so, what's the word? Ambiguous, I guess.
Yeah, it's about 70-30.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm going to look knowingly at Aark, and I'm going to go, well, we are the three people who were set out to get those plans, and it baffles me that destiny has brought us together in this way. But I imagine your dad's going to have a lot of questions for you.
He nods his head, kind of looks down at the floor a little bit, because I don't know, maybe he's going to have an awkward conversation with his dad, I don't know. But he offers Blackberry Meads out to you, Vixen, who I'd definitely recommend is probably necked her drink already, but he pops the caps and gives Blackberry Meads to...
Zach was the one who drank like a fish. I think Vixen's a little bit more, only a little bit, only a small amount. But yeah, definitely, she's halfway through.
Well, you notice his hospitality. He definitely hands drinks out to you guys. And he says, look, if you want to get comfy in the bunk beds or, over on that side of the room, that's perfectly fine.
I was thinking maybe we'll give you guys some privacy. Titus, do you fancy an arm wrestle? Go easy on me.
Yeah, just quickly, have you got any crisps?
There's definitely...
I don't want to interrupt you when you're having this whole heart-to-heart for a bag of prawn cocktail, but I was trying to look for a moment there, because I already finished my first pint. I'm celebrating, baby. Actually, scratch that. Have you got any pork scratchings?
Oh, there's definitely pork scratchings. This is like an apocalyptic wasteland. There is sealed pork scratchings, definitely.
Oh, bunker food.
Yeah, 100%. So, he just hands you... You're a big lad. He knows to hand you a bunch of food.
He just hands me one of those ones that you see hanging up in the pub. The like cardboard thing that they all hang them off of. I just take the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh my God, can you wear it? Can you wrap it around your sporran like a belt?
No,
yes.
you wear it across your pecs like a bandolier.
Yes.
Like a grenade bandolier. He definitely just
nice.
hands you 2 big bandoliers of pork scratchings.
I'll add that to my inventory, Ollie.
Definitely,
yes,
yeah.
I'm gonna do it now.
Put like 40 packs of pork scratchings down, definitely.
Bandolier.
So, Vixen and Titus, you kind of go off to the side and, you start jiping and arm wrestling, and Vixen, maybe you give Titus an earful for starting the whole arm wrestle thing, but yeah. Zeed looks towards you, Aark, and he just says, you want to go to the roof?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay. He points to the corner of the room, and you just see this kind of real makeshift metal ladder that's just built into the side. And he just goes, it's just up this way. And he starts climbing. And you climb for a couple of stories, but you climb to the roof, and he opens a hatch out into the... I can't say the starry sky because it is not. It is just a sun flare-filled, chemical red ashen sky. So he opens the hatch out onto the roof of this abandoned school. And you see a couple of sun loungers just sat up in the apocalypse.
So it might just be that he's not had a chance to, but can I just check out his wings? Because he's not flying.
Yeah, he's not flying.
Has he had him clipped?
He still has a leather matrix duster on, so you can't see his wings. Like when you wear a cloak, Aark, like when you went into the tavern, you keep your wings in close. You assume that that's what he's doing.
I am one on the roof. I'm just going to stretch out my wings and go, do you fancy a quick flight?
You see him look down towards the floor, and he says, Oh, don't worry, Dad. I was never that good at flying. You were always better. Remember when I used to ride on your back, didn't I? Remember when you were teaching me how to fly, and I wasn't very confident at it, but I'll give it a miss this time.
Insight check. What's he hiding?
Okay. Roll an insight check.
22.
22.
Oh.
He is going to roll a deception check. He's probably not going to do very well, but let me check what it is. Deception is +6 to deception. You got a 22,
Nice.
so he needs to get a 16. Okay, he gets a 17 total. So it doesn't beat your 22. You know something's up.
Okay. Cool. So I'm just going to go, oh, okay. Should we sit on the sun managers?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay. You look great.
Shut up, Dad.
I know.
You don't need to pluck my plumage in front of people I've never met before. Like, come on, I'm 21 years old. I can take care of myself.
I 100% know you can take care of yourself, but unfortunately, kid, you're always going to be my baby. Whatever happens.
Just because I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
You couldn't have
absolutely.
just had another kid and then I'd be the one forgotten in the middle. What an easy life that would have been.
We had the dog, didn't we? That was it.
Yeah, you had the dog.
I love that bird people have dogs. That was so cute.
They absolutely do. And they are just, in this world, they are just normal dogs. They are just normal human breeds of dogs.
Oh.
You seem like a very competent fighter.
Thank you. Oh, Stars taught me all kinds of stuff. I mean, I didn't grow up fighting like you and Mum and Aark. But you know, I can be a sneaky little bird, I guess. But Star just showed me the way of the blade, and I mean, she says I took to it really, really quickly. I've got so much to thank her for.
She sounds great.
She's cool. I mean, she was the one who found me unconscious.
Why were you unconscious?
Big sigh. Big sigh. And he says, okay, I promise you won't get mad and you'll just listen.
I'll just listen.
So, Mum got me out of here. Out of here. I don't mean out of here. I mean out off of Veen.
Yeah.
It wasn't my choice. I didn't want to go. She put me to sleep. And then she put me on a cargo ship, which was heading for Pyro. And I ended up here. I mean, after what I've seen, I'm happy to be here and not there.
Aark is kind of heartbroken when he says that she put him to sleep, because so should I do this lore dump kind of thing, just so that actually
absolutely.
Aark
Go for it, yeah.
Aark didn't get to say goodbye to him because he was asleep.
Oh.
Listeners, you'll all kind of realise that from the earlier fight when Zed looked up at Aark and just said, "You never said goodbye." But Aark, please talk openly. If you can't quite put it into sentences as a conversation between two people, give us some lore, and I will work it into a conversation.
Yeah. So Aark is visibly heartbroken because, like, literally, clearly, his mum didn't say goodbye to him because he was asleep, and I didn't say goodbye to him because he was asleep. So that must have been really, really crushing for him.
Must have felt very abandoned, yeah.
Twice as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say to Zed, I'm going to say she was doing what she thought was best.
I know. But she didn't need to. I'm happy to not be there, but also not happy to not be there. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand? I didn't want to leave Mum behind, but she was adamant, and she was screaming and shouting and telling me to go. But I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave her. After I,
you know your mum. She is fierce and stubborn and headstrong, but the problem is she's always right. Believe me, I know she's always right.
Even if you are under the thumb.
Well, speak for yourself, kid.
Zed has a little chuckle at that. He's got a little jipe in at you, which is nice. But he lowers his head towards the floor and says, I know you didn't get to say goodbye, and I never got to say goodbye either, but I didn't get to say goodbye to Aark. I saw it, though. I saw him, Grandpa, strangle the life out of him. And you see single tears rolling from his cheeks. And then he gets a bit flustered, and he kind of says, I was just so powerless to help. I couldn't do anything, and Grandpa had found your scrying letters, and he got really angry, and then he took it out on Mum by taking it out on Aark, and he's not here anymore. It's like,
it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
But I could have done something about it. I could have done something. I should have done something. He found them and he punished Aark, and then he wanted to punish Mum even more. And then you see Zed stand up from the sun lounger, and he whips off his full-length matrix duster and stands as a side profile, and you see no wings on Zed's back.
Oh my God.
And you just see bloodied bandages sticking out the top of his back where his wings should be. And you just see him cry, and he says, "I'll never fly again, Dad. I'll never fly again. With you, in life, with anybody." He burnt them off. He held me down over flames and made sure that I would never soar in the sky again.
In the sky, you see... I don't know if there can be storms on this planet.
100%. There are solar flares and storms all the time.
You will absolutely see like a storm cloud just appearing over the school. And Aark's talons are literally just pushing into his own kind of like flesh right now. He's that angry, and I think you'll see you won't see, but I think he'll like this kind of black kind of fluid kind of just pours out of those kind of wounds and stuff, and he goes to Zeed. He goes, none of this is your fault, kid. None of this is your fault. I am so proud of you. Look at you. You're here, you're fighting. You're doing such good work. You're helping people. I've never been prouder.
Thanks, Dad.
I hug. Straight in for the hug.
As you go in for the hug, you now feel the lack of wings on the back of Zeed, but you hug him so tight as if to try and feel his pain and take on his pain with your own pain. Your own talons sinking into your skin and making yourself bleed this dark, necrotic blood. And as you do, the storm above you rages on even more. And for a split second, you think you hear the ultimate wrath of tempo in your mind crackle and fizz with lightning storms. And that's where we'll end our session.
Wow.
Oh, man, I'm sad. I'm really bummed out. Oh.
Well, guys, thank you so much to my players, Jamie, Amy, and Adam, for coming through and playing another episode of Dice with Death. You can listen to us anywhere you get your podcast, on Spotify, Google, Apple. We are wherever you get your podcasts. And hey, if you love this podcast as much as we do, and you've got a little bit of disposable income, please go to patreon.com/DiceDeathPod and donate us a little bit of cash. We're trying to make this podcast the best that it can be, and your donations really, really help us out. Jamie, Amy, and Adam, sorry for bumming you all out, but what are your social media handles? Jamie, where can people find you online?
You can find me on X.
Don't call it
1997.
that, mate. Call it what it's called. Come on.
Oh, God, it's X now.
I'm probably going to delete sooner or later. So, I don't know. Find me wherever. Just search my name. I'll be there somewhere.
Some of us are on Threads, right? Some of us are on Threads.
Threads isn't much better though, really.
No. Okay. Well, hey,
We're so down. I'm so sorry, everyone. We're in such a bad mood.
Honestly, the energy in here is just like a deflated balloon. How great though! And honestly, listeners, don't. We'll get this guy. All right, the comeuppance is coming. I don't know if comeuppance is a word. Is it comeuppance? It's comeuppance, isn't it?
It's comeuppance.
But we'll call it. Yeah.
He'll get his comeuppance.
When it's a though, it's comeuppance.
Comeuppance. Lovely.
You can patent that.
I'm doing the edit on this. Shall I bleep out those? But I don't know. I'll see.
I think you should bleep it out just for the lol, because it sounds even
true.
worse. It was always more powerful when it's bleeped out.
Yeah, very true. Jamie, X, Jamu1987, I guess, right?
That's me, yeah.
Okay. Amy, where can people find you online?
I'm on Instagram, Amy Mallet, with 2 L's and 2 T's. And I'm also on Twitter, and I will continue to be there until Elon pulls the plug just to spite him. Amy_Mallet.
Adam, where can people find you online?
You can find me across all social medias. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Mastodon, Blue Sky. I've got an invite, but who needs one of them? Parler. I'm very active on Parler. Big right wing guy, me.
I'm actually very right wing.
Truth Social as well. Don't forget Truth
that's
Social.
the one.
Anybody on Tumblr these days?
And whilst you're at it, by the way, don't forget to take a D20, roll it, add your modifier. That's a +5, and that's how many stars rating you want to give us on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. You can do it on there as well.
Yeah. Thank you for anyone who has.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Dice with Death. We'll see you on the next one. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Sob.